like this. Yeah, yeah. Hey, my wifey's pastor tells me all the time he likes what he hears. When I met him, I had only been writing for a couple of years, so the message wasn't really as clear. He told me to pray about my direction and promised I would be steered. I found myself being honest about the path that I stepped in.
Welcome back to my channel. It's time for another tutorial. I'm Terrio Jenkins, and today is episode 4, where we're going to go over the 3 parts of a screenplay. Please visit my blog, www.terriojenkins.com, for more tips on writing screenplays, and we can also discuss formatting them for comic books, video games, short films, and animation. So let's get into this episode. So today we're going to go over the 3 parts of a screenplay. And the 3 parts of a screenplay, as you can see on the screen, our first one is scene headings, which are also known as slug lines. And in your scene heading, you're going to have the camera location, the scene location, and the time of day. In screenplays, normally they go by just day and night. You don't have to say afternoon, you don't have to say 3 p.m. You do say 3 p.m., you can use that in the narrative. But as far as your scene heading, it's always going to be camera location, scene location, and time, day or night. Here we have our example. Our camera location is interior. The other location could be exterior, meaning outside. Our scene location is Terrio's room. This is where we are in right now, and our time is daytime. In final script, all you have to do is start off with interior, space, Terrio's room, day. And there's our slug line. The second part of a narrative of a screenplay is the narrative description, also called action lines. This is where you describe what is happening in the scene. It should be basic. It shouldn't contain a whole bunch of emotions. You should be showing the emotions, not just telling the emotions. So you, like I say in the last 2 episodes, you don't want to say tears comes out the eyes or that Terrio is sad. You want to be like Terrio whimpers. So stuff like that. 3 parts of the description is you need an action, you need setting in a character, and you need to write if there's any sounds that are important to the scene. And with sounds, you're always going to capitalize the word that is making the sound. So if I was pointing out clapping, I will capitalize clapping so that everybody knows that that needs to be heard in the script. Action should always be present tense, not past tense. We'll go more into detail over all these smaller elements. But today's episode is just a general overview. We have Terrio is typing on his keyboard in his room. Terrio is our character. Our setting is the room. Typing is the sound that needs to be heard. And our action is the whole sentence. The third part is dialogue. Dialogue is very tricky, especially in novels. But in film and screenwriting, it's very important. Most of the screenplay is going to be dialogue, so it's very important to nail it. It's important to know when to use certain cues and parentheticals, and how to make it sound genuine. Again, that's stuff that we will go more in detail when we get to that particular topic today. Like I said, we're just going to keep it general. And the three parts of dialogue, you need a character cue, which is just the character's name, which is always going to be capitalized. You need, well, it's optional to have a parenthetical. It is an actor's direction. So it's there to kind of like help communicate clearly what the character is doing as they're talking. I was taught at Full Sail that you really don't want to include that, because if you have to include it, it means you didn't do a good job with your narrative description. So, it's optional. I tend not to use it, but that's because I happen to be, that's how I learned screenwriting. So, but if you want to use it, more power to you. You're allowed to. I don't think there's any hard, fast rule that says that you can't use them. Yeah, I'm sure there are plenty of screenplays going on now where they probably are usually parentheticals. And then you need the speech. And down here we have Terrio is our character cue. Terrio is typing, and he says, "Hi, this is me speaking to you." So, in review, the three parts of a screenplay: you have your scene heading, narrative description, dialogue. Your scene headings need to note if it's interior or exterior, where the scene is taking place, and what time of day. And remember, it should always be day or night. Your narrative description, which is your action lines, which describes the action that is taking place in the scene, the setting, the character, and make sure that you capitalize any sounds that are relevant to the scene. And then with dialogue, it's character cues, which shows us who is speaking. Then you have parentheticals, which are optional, which just describes what the character is doing or should be acting as they're speaking. And then the speech, which should be grammar free. So that's it. Pretty short video today. This is the fun stuff, guys. We're moving into actually writing our screenplays and learning the specific formats. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I hope this helps anybody that is jumping into screenwriting. And if you are already a screenwriter, it doesn't hurt to sharpen the saw. That's all I got today. Please be sure to visit me on my Fiverr, where I am editing essays, stories, and scripts starting at $20. And I am also writing comic book scripts for $5 per page. You can also visit my webcomic, Favor of Athena. I'm going to have the link below. And please consider joining me on Patreon, where you get early access to Favor of Athena and my upcoming comic book, Angel Protocols. These are two graphic novels that I am releasing in about 3 years. I'm trying to build the brand very slowly. We do 2 pages every month for both series. And we have rewards. As you can see, we already have 8 patrons. We're up to $300. The more support we get, the more pages we can produce a month, the faster we can release the graphic novel. That's all I have. Thank you for your support. Please leave me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for episode 5. Take care now, and always be terrific.